Hello, hello. We are getting started now. 2 more minutes. I'll see you guys in about 2 minutes. Hello, my name is Mr. Pena. Welcome to my tutoring channel. I will be your host for today. We're going to be learning about Pythagorean theorem. This was designed for middle school mathematics, and we start learning this in about the 8th grade. But before we get started, I want to offer you something for free. It's a resource. It is a resource for anyone who wants to know how their child learns. Let's go to this learning styles inventory. If you see that your child is struggling with certain subjects and you just want to pick at their brain and see how they learn, there are 8 learning styles, as you can see in the graph below. If you join my Patreon by clicking on the link below, you'll get access to this free guide at no cost to you. Just join the free Patreon down below to get exclusive content, downloadable resources, and an invitation to my math tutoring WhatsApp group, where I offer math tutoring as a way to help anyone who's in that Patreon. This is all for the free tier version of Patreon. I hope to see you there. Now let's get started with today's video. Today's actual math problem, Pythagorean theorem. And as we can remember from when we were in school, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, you have the 2 edges of a triangle. So basically, this is the A side, this is the B side, because you see the right triangle. And then this over here is the side that is called C. We call that hypotenuse. You see the word that's there in the title? That's what that is, the hypotenuse. It's that longer edge side that's facing the right triangle. So we have A, which is 15 to the power of 2, plus B to the power of 2, plus C to the power of 2. They've given us C. So we're not finding out C. We are solving for B, the edge that we don't know about. So we're going to multiply 15 by 15 to get 225 and bring down the B squared. And then we're going to do 25 times 25, which is 625. Now, we want to move our numbers with our numbers. Numbers with our numbers. So we get B squared equals 625 minus 225, which is 400. B squared equals to 400. We are not finished because that's simply B squared. We need to isolate the B so that it's without the square. So this is what we do. Square root, square root. What you do to one side, you do to the other side. B equals. So it's going to be 20 meters. So we have a triangle. Right triangle. Pretend it's a right triangle. This is 15 meters, 25 meters, 20 meters. This is what we were looking for. Very good. So we're going to go to the next problem. We have a figure. It's asking, what is the length of the missing leg? If necessary, round to the nearest tenth. Okay. So we have a computer that's a little bit slow. I have to edit that out after. Please excuse the technical difficulties. There you go. Good enough. So we have 50 yards by 40 yards and A. So this is what we do. Write the original formula, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Remember, this is B and this is C. We don't know A, so we leave him there. What is B? 40 yards squared. What is C? 50 yards squared. Now we do A squared plus 40 times 40, which is 1600. 50 times 50, 2500. Now, move over the 1600. Numbers with numbers, letters with letters. We have 2500 minus 1600, 900. We have A squared. Are we finished? No. We need to square both sides. We got A equals the square root of 900, which is 30. A is 30 yards. So here's the figure. Although you can see it in the picture, you don't really need my drawing, but let's just do it anyway. 50 yards, 40 yards, 30 yards. This is 30 yards. By the way, if you're looking for extra math help, yeah, 30 yards. Oh, I typed the wrong number. Anyways, if you're looking for extra math help, starting in February of 2024, I have a class on OutSchool. You can register during any time of the year, and you'll get remedial supplemental math tutoring in order to supplement your learning. I'm going to be starting that February of 2024. So I hope you can make it, and I hope to see you there. There are open spots available. It's called Math Club, 8th grade Math Club. I also have a 7th grade Math Club and a 6th grade Math Club. So you can determine which math club you would like to join. Now, what is the length of the hypotenuse? If necessary, round to the nearest tenth. This is going to get a little redundant, right? We got to write it every single time so that when we go to the test, we don't forget. We're human. We forget things. A squared. Remember, this is the hypotenuse. This is A, this is B. No. Yes, that's right. My apologies. If I make a mistake, feel free to just leave it in the comments or in the chat. It's okay to correct me. Yeah. This one's A, this one's B. So, A is 76 squared, B is 57 squared. What is C? Well, 76 squared is 5,776. 57 squared is 3,249. This is easy. We can just add 90,025 equals C to the power of 2. Now we have a square. We have C squared. The inverse of C is square root. Let me explain that a little bit. A squared means A times A. The inverse of that is square root. The square root of A squared is just A. So just doing the opposite of squaring a number. What times what is 90,200 and 9,025. We can get that easily, right? Square root it, square root it. When you square root a number that is squared, it cancels out, it goes away, and you're left with that number. So it's 995 is equal to C. And we like to put our letters first. C is 95 square feet, or just feet. 95. Let's make sure I type it in correctly this time. Yes. We're going to do one more problem, but I'm trying to find one that is a little bit more sophisticated. There we go. Actually, now that we have word problems, let's do a couple, maybe 3. It says, in a right triangle, A and B are the lengths of the legs, and C is the length of the hypotenuse. If A equals 1.4 feet and B equals 6 feet, what is C? If necessary, round to the nearest. I'm trying to make a triangle, but in no way is this going to be a right triangle. So I'm better off just making a straight line and doing my best to not botch this shape. Now, A was here, B, and C. A is 1.4 feet. B is 6 feet. What is C? That's the question. So we have the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Let's plug in 1.4 squared. Let's plug in 6. What do we get? 36. Ah, yes. 1.4 times 1.4 is 1.96. 1.96 plus 36. 37.96. Now we're gonna do square root, square root. Square root both sides. Square root, you cancel out the squares, for lack of better words. And then the square root of 37.96. It's going to be a decimal. It's going to be an ugly decimal. So let's just leave it at that. The square root of 37.96. And we're done. No need to worry about it. Although they do say to round to the nearest 10. We could round to the nearest 10. 37.96, the square root is 6.16, and then it keeps going forever. And so when you round to the nearest 10th, that's about 10, give or take. So we said 6.16. Let's do a quick review of place value. Check it out. Ones place, tenths place, hundreds place, ones place, tenths place, hundredths place. It says round to the nearest tenth. Do not rush this process. The calculator specifically says, take a look, 6.16, 1, etc. That 6 is the ones place. The 1 there is the tens place. So we're going to take the 6 and that converts the 1 into a 6.2. This becomes 6.2. And that is our final answer. Please forgive the little mess from before. Rounding is especially important when you get a long decimal that goes on forever. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Even if we make mistakes, what's more important is that we fix them and we learn from them. Let's go on to the next problem. In a right triangle, A and B are the lengths of the legs, and C is the length of the hypotenuse. If A equals 8 miles, okay. And B is 4 miles. What is C? Round to the nearest tenth. So expect the decimal. What is C? Pythagorean theorem. Our A is 8 squared. Our B is 4 squared. And we have C squared. 8 times 8 is 64. 4 times 4 is 16. C squared is just C squared. 64 plus 16 gives you 80. Now, I believe that is not a perfect square. The square root of 80, and you have to square both sides. C equals 8.944, and then it goes on forever. But that's not your final answer. Please pay attention to our process of estimation. We are going to round. So we take that number, what was it? 8.944. And we want to round it to the nearest 10th place. So we're rounding the 9. We circle the 4. What does the 4 do to the 9? In conclusion, C equals 8.9. It stays staggering. C is 8.9. This is the final answer. 8.9. Awesome. I hope that this has helped you in your mathematics journey. If you want to know more, if you want to enhance your learning, you want help with mathematics, you want help with school, you want to know how to tutor your child, join my Patreon and get the free learning style inventory. Within the community, you will have downloadable resources, exclusive content, and an invitation to my tutoring WhatsApp group. This is my Math Help WhatsApp group where I offer help with mathematics homework to every patron that joins. I hope to see you within the community. Good luck with your studies. Take care, and many blessings to you and your family. Goodbye. Okay. Now we are at an impasse. Remember that the first part of this live stream is mathematics. The second part will be English as a second language. So bear with me while I set up my materials for the next session. I'm looking to do now algebra. Algebra 1. Okay, so we're going to get into adding and subtracting polynomials. Adding and subtracting polynomials. Now I just got to go ahead and find it. Okay. Add and subtract polynomials. Why is my title being taken away? Okay. Let's get started. Eight U plus 9 minus U plus 4. We're going to bring down the 8U plus 9 because there's nothing to do here. And we're going to distribute the negative 1 to negative U minus 4. Next, we're going to combine like terms. Numbers with numbers, letters with letters. That negative U is basically a negative U, negative 1U. I'm going to leave that there just so you can keep it in your head. What are we actually doing? So we have 8U minus 1U. And we have 9 minus 4. So we have 7U plus 5. And that's all we can really do. Seven U plus 5. Now we're going to add another polynomial. Hello, my name is Mr. Peña. Welcome to my tutoring channel. If you want extra help with Algebra 1, click on the link down below. You'll get access to perks such as exclusive content, downloadable resources, and you can join my mathematics help WhatsApp group, all free of charge. One of the downloadable resources that I include is a learning styles inventory. Determine the way that your brain works by getting this free inventory within my Patreon community. No strings attached. Just take this as a gift, as a way of me saying thank you for becoming one of my patrons. Now, today we're going to get into adding and subtracting polynomials. This is technically a trinomial, and this is a binomial, right? 3 terms and 2 terms. There's no need to be afraid of these terms. So what are we going to do exactly? We're going to remove the middleman. You know what? That box there is a little distracting, so I'm going to move it over here. And next time I'll just create it without the box. Anyways, 6a squared plus 9a plus 5 plus 4a squared plus 9. And so we want to take everything that has a square root of 2 and combine them. We are combining like terms. Combine the numbers. And then everyone else is by himself. So 6a squared plus 4a squared plus 9a plus 5 and 9. Now we add them, just add the 6 and the 4 and you get 10. If we have 6a squares and 4a squares, we have 10a squares all together. And then we have a simple 9a plus 14. And that's really all you can do with this problem. You can't really do anything else. So this is how you would type it into the computer. 10a plus 9a plus 14. If that was a little too small, my apologies. $10a squared plus 9a plus what again? 14. Now I'm going to get the next number without the box, so I can just work with the problem that I already have. We see now 7b plus 8b plus 2 plus 5b plus 8. Copy it down and bring them all out of the parentheses. You don't really have to distribute. You're technically multiplying 5b times 1, which is 5b. Positive 1 times 8 is just positive 8. Now we want to combine like terms. The only thing I see here for us to combine is 8b and 5b. So we're really just writing 7b squared plus whatever 8b plus 5b is plus, oh wait, no. What am I doing? 8 plus 2. 7b squared plus 8 plus 5, which is 13b. 8b but plus 5b is 13b. And then we get 10. So our final answer is 7b squared plus 13b plus 10. Now go ahead and take a moment to copy this down, and don't mind me. By the way, I will be hosting an Algebra 1 club on an online school platform. An online learning platform called OutSchool. This will begin around February of 2024. You are free to join. It is a paid cost, so just on OutSchool, look for Algebra 1 Club or Mr. Benya, and you'll be able to find me. If you want more details, join the free Patreon and I can send you the registration. This is an exclusive company outside of YouTube where kids go and they register for classes and they learn with whichever teacher they want. I'll be hosting a little mini tutoring group of no more than 5 students on Thursday nights and on Saturday mornings. I hope to see you there. Those are more personalized small group classes outside of my live streams. So we have, now here's the next problem. We have 6v squared plus 2v plus 5 minus v plus 3. I added a little space because I want to treat it as if there's a 1. I don't want to do anything in my head that doesn't make sense to you. Any questions for clarification, feel free to put them down in the chat. So we have 2v, negative 1v, 5, and 3. So we have 6v squared plus 2v minus 1v, so 2 minus 1, plus, and then 5 plus 3. This is going to give us 6v squared plus v. There's only one, so I'm only going to put the letter, the variable. And then you have plus 8. So our answer is going to be 6v squared plus v plus 8. 6v squared plus v plus 8. Oh, there it is. Made a little mistake there. Let's go back and I'll show you and we'll do it again. I don't know why, I just didn't see that negative. So that changes everything. Please forgive me. So we have 6v plus 2v plus 5. That doesn't change. But there's a negative 1 there. And so we distribute it. I didn't even see the negative. So we now have negative v minus 3. If you were paying attention, I hope you could have seen it and then go crazy in the video. But now we're going to do it properly. And I know this is for sure the correct answer. We have, again, let's combine like terms. 2v, negative 1v. Now this is where the change comes in. Negative 5, positive 5, and negative 3. That changes everything. So we have 6v plus 2v minus 1v plus 5 minus 3. So that becomes positive 2. This becomes v. This becomes 6v squared. There you go. That's the final answer. 6v squared plus v plus 2. And that's what the system is giving me. So we're good. Always double check. Especially when doing homework. Now we go on to our next problem. (9z squared plus 2z plus 5 plus 9z squared plus 3z. So 9z squared plus 2z plus 5 plus 9z squared plus 3z. Positive 1, multiply each by positive 1. Okay, so far so good. Now we have a 2z to the power of 1 and a 3z to the power of 1. Treat them as if they're literally to the power of 1. We have 9z squared and 9z squared. So we're going to put them into different groups to help our brain out. The goal of math is to make it as easy as possible for your brain. So 9z squared. Next, we have 2z squared to the power of 1 plus 3z. and then plus 5. This is what we do. 18z squared plus 5z plus 5. And there's nothing else you can do with that. Unless like you were solving for z or something, right? But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Around this time, we're adding and subtracting polynomials. So 18 18z squared plus 5z plus 5. Accidentally removed the problem. So can't really check it, but we're good. So we have the next problem. How old are you? What age have you started learning algebra? Feel free to share it in the comments below. Feel free to share what country you're from. Remember, if you have any questions or you want to point something out, comment. And I will ensure to respond to every single one. Now we have 9z squared. Ooh, this is a big one. It's not that big. Yeah, I got the same. I don't know why I got the same one. Copy. There you go. 7t plus 1 plus 4t plus 3. 7t plus 1 plus 4t plus 3. Again, 7t and 4t are like terms. 1 and 3 are like terms. So we simply add them up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11t plus 4. This is adding and subtracting polynomials. Adding and subtracting polynomials. Any questions, leave them down in the chat. Good luck with your studies. I hope that you pass your classes. I hope that you use this degree or this diploma to move you forward onto the path of success. I wish you and your family much peace and prosperity. Hello. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Hello, graphics design. You have come to the right place. I hope to help you. I want to help all my viewers practice their English. This is an English conversation live stream. You can join and practice your English using this link. You can join and practice your English using this link. The first hour, the first session was mathematics. We did 8th grade math and Algebra 1. Now, we're going to be going into our English as a second language. So bear with me as I open up the materials. Casas Reading Practice Level C. We have 3 more problems to go. We're going to use this to practice our English. I hope you can follow along. All right, let's do this. Casa's cover. Let's insert the thumbnail that I used for this video. I was thinking of what to put. Let's put pictures. Online business. Casa's practice. Ooh. Okay, let's go to thumbnails. Aprende Inglés Ahora. Hello. It's getting a little slow. It's kind of bothering me. Okay. Hello. My name is Mr. Peña. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Here, we practice and learn our English one step at a time. I'm your host, Mr. Peña. Today, we're going to be going over our Casa's practice test. This is part 5 of the series. I hope that this prepares you for the test. Before we begin, I want to offer you something for free. If you join my Patreon, I will send you the Master English Grammar in 10-day manual. This is my English grammar manual for those who just want to get the essence and the gist of the English language. You can have this for free by joining my Patreon, where you'll get downloadable resources, exclusive content, and an invitation to my private WhatsApp group. Every day we have voice calls for about 15 minutes, 2 times a day. You're free to join, and take this as a way of saying thank you for becoming a patron. I hope to see you in the Patreon community. Now let's get started with today's lesson. Here it shows that we are reading an email. From John King, from Sasha Banks on January 29. Let's read the email. It says, "Welcome to our team here at the Brighton Group. Thanks so much to you and your team for your hard work this past week, getting the Fullerton project finished. I assure you that last week was unusual, and everyone typically does leave at 5 p.m. Regarding your paid leave questions, the policy is in your employee manual. See pages 22 to 23. But it can sometimes be confusing, so I'll try to explain it a little better. As a new employee, you accrue 9 hours of paid personal leave every month. This translates to about 13.5 days of vacation per year. In regard to sick days, you accrue 2 hours each month, which equates to 3 sick days per year. As a new employee, you cannot start to use your paid leave until you have been working here for a minimum of 2 months. In the meantime, you can take a vacation day if needed, but without pay. Also, if you work a little extra to get a project finished, we do not consider this to be overtime. However, if you work a significant amount of extra hours, we will compensate you by allowing you to take a few hours off at a later time. Your paid vacation and sick leave time is monitored by human resources. So you can always check with me if you want to know how much you have. If you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Regards, Sasha Banks, Human Resources Manager. So, the main purpose of the email is to give an overview of the paid leave policy, explain why John should take paid leave, outline changes to the paid leave policy, welcome John to the Brighton group. So let's look over and see which one of these is the main purpose. You can have a main purpose and then side purposes. It says here, paid leave policy. And it does say welcome to our team here at the Brighton group. So maybe it is to welcome John. But then the rest of the entire email has nothing to do with welcoming John. So that's just a minor detail. We'll call that just a detail. It's not the main point, it's just a side point. Next, it says, regarding your paid leave questions. Oh, so he had questions about paid leave. And then they talk about the policy in the employee manual. And then it talks about paid personal leave every month. Then it talks about sick days per year. Then it talks about a vacation day. Then it talks about paid vacation and sick leave. So I think the entire email is mostly about giving an overview of the paid leave policy. That's my gist. The answer is A. Now we go on to number 18. Oh, and if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I will be happy to address them. 18 says, in paragraph 3, which word best matches the meaning of compensate? So we got to look for the word compensate. And this is paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4. Okay. It says, if you work a significant amount of extra hours, we will compensate you by allowing you to take a few hours off at a later time. It says without pay. Vacation day without pay. And then a little extra project, we do not consider this overtime. But they will compensate you, and then here's the key, by allowing you to take a few hours off at a later time. So compensation is when they give you something back. So it's repay. I know. We might think it's allow, right? Because, allow is right there. But it's the whole sentence. Allow is part of the compensation. So it's not allow, it's repay. They will repay you by allowing you to take a few hours off at a later time. Now, number 19, the third question of the night, of the study guide. A new employee accrues 2 hours of vacation leave each month, may take additional vacation days without pay, receives overtime pay for all work done after 5 p.m., can use vacation days immediately after they are accrued. We have to look for the word new. This whole thing, oh look, right there, a new employee. You accrue 9 hours of paid personal leave. In regard to sick days, you accrue 2 hours each month. So it's 2 hours of sick days, not vacation days. It says, may take additional vacation days without pay. Does it say without pay? A new employee says, in the meantime, you can take a vacation day if needed, but without pay. There it is. Actually, in paragraph 3, it wasn't even in paragraph 2. So the new employee may take a vacation day without pay. So the answer is B. I hope that this has helped you practice your English and prepare you for the CASAS test. Good luck when you take it. Remember to try your best. Answer every question as good as you possibly can. I hope you have enjoyed this video and it has been a blessing to you and your family. If you want to learn more and practice your English and continue this journey of language learning, join my Patreon clicking on the link down below. You'll get exclusive content, downloadable resources, and an invitation to my private WhatsApp group where we practice English conversation using voice calls every single day. Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you soon in the future. Take care and God bless. Goodbye. Hello, everybody. I am back. I'm just getting the podcast ready. We're going to go ahead and do the podcast. Thank you for your patience. Please bear with me. Here we have the sentences. Here we have the words. Let's make the words bigger. Looking good. The computer was giving me problems, so I had to fix it. Not the computer, though, the OneNote. So the topic of today's podcast is restaurants, eating out and ordering at restaurants. We're going to be navigating menus, ordering your favorite dishes, and handling common restaurant scenarios. So today is about ordering food at a restaurant. Episode 6. Ordering food at a restaurant. Let's take everything I just created and bring it up to the next one. This is not meant to be here. There you go. This will be recorded live, but it's actually a podcast. I do have pictures. I might edit this, right? For convenience sake. I might not. So, let's get on to today's podcast. Ordering food at a restaurant. Hello, my name is Mr. Peña. Welcome to Aprende Inglés Ahora podcast. I'm your host. Today we're going to be learning about restaurants, ordering out at restaurants. Before we begin, I want to offer you something for free. A little gift. It's my 10-day guide to mastering English grammar. You may get this guide if you join the link down below on the Patreon. If you spend 15 minutes a day for 2 weeks, Monday through Friday, reading these passages, you will get a foundational little upstart in understanding and learning about the English language. If you join the Patreon down below, the free version, the public version, you'll get access to exclusive content, downloadable resources, and an invitation link to my private WhatsApp community. Every day, we host voice calls where we practice English conversation for free. I hope to see you in the community. Now, let's get on to today's topic. Ordering food at a restaurant. Here are 15 vocabulary words. I'm going to say them out loud, and then you feel free to repeat them after me. It says, appetizer, specials, entree, allergies, dessert, reservation, corkage, gratuity, refill, split check, chef's recommendation, medium rare, vegetarian, gluten-free, a la carte. Now I'm going to repeat them again, but this time I want you to say it. But first, actually, I'm going to get the immersive reader and try something new for the first time. Let's see if this works. A la carte. Close enough. Most people do say a la carte. So when you do that, you also get a little picture of each word. Not really. Specials. The cake is a special. The food is a special. We get allergies, right? When eating, right? You might have allergies. Ooh, those are some delicious desserts. We have a pie and cookies and cupcakes. Ooh, a reservation. When you call ahead of time and people want to see you. They'll save a seat for you. A refill. When you pour your drink back into the cup. Here's a check. And then split. So when you split the check, you pay half and my friend pays half. That's how it works. I cannot get to medium rare altogether from the immersive reader. So let's try. Almost. Is it gluten? Okay. So those are some of the pictures that they allowed us to see. Now, let's try it again. Appetizer. You say it, okay? I'm going to say it and then you say it. Specials. Entree. Allergies. Dessert. Reservation. Corkage. Gratuity. Refill. Split check. Chef's recommendation. Medium rare. Vegetarian. Gluten-free. A la carte. I thought it was a la carte, but the way you say it in English is a la carte. But a la carte is not English though, right? So, okay, this is my podcast. So the first sentence is appetizer. We're gonna go. This is the first vocabulary word. It says, we decided to share an appetizer of calamari before our main course arrived. Now, you try to say it. Good job. We have here a picture of an appetizer. You see that? Very delicious. You put this before the meal. You eat appetizers and then you eat the main course or the main dish. So, first you eat the appetizer. Then you eat the main course, which is the main meal. And then you have dessert, which is what we call dulce in Spanish, the Cubans. I am a Cuban American. Dessert, los dulces, right? Good. That goes for appetizer. Now we're going to get on to specials. It says, the waiter enthusiastically described the day's specials, including a unique seafood dish. Now, since you heard it, I'm going to read it again and give you a chance to say it. The waiter enthusiastically described the day's specials, including a unique seafood dish. Now you say it. Good job. Now, here is an example of specials. It's when a restaurant has very specific foods for very specific occasions or for prices. This is what we call specials. Specials. So it says pumpkin pancakes for $8.99. Here's a special. You guys ever went to Burger King? Burger King has a special called Cheesy Tots. Sometimes they come in. Sometimes they they're only available during certain portions of the year. We don't always have Cheesy Tots, so that's why they're called a special. It's not always available. What I was seeing was somebody in the chat asking for easier sentences. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to actually find easier sentences and put it up into the live stream. No, easier. I'm trying to find easier for us. Okay. It can't make it easier. Anyways, Burger King, Cheesy Tots, specials. They're only available during a certain amount of time. Our next word is entree. Entree. Choosing between the steak and the salmon for my entree was a tough decision. Choosing between the steak and the salmon for my entree was a tough decision. Now you say it. Okay. Now, an entree is what we call the main meal. This entree is salmon with a couple of vegetables. Pretty good. Here's an easy sentence. I'm going to try to give an easy sentence for our little buddy in the chat, for Mr. Heasley. I hope I say your name right. Here's a quick, easy sentence. Choose between the steak and the salmon for my entree was a tough decision. Help me choose my food. There you go. If you think that number 3 was too long of a sentence, you can say, help me choose my food. Remember, entree is the main food at a restaurant. Now we're moving on to allergies. And I'll try to write a simple sentence for those at the chat. I'm going to give easy sentences for each example. Okay? Food allergies. I have a playlist of phonics. You might want to look at that, Mr. Beasley. There you go. Help me choose my food. Good job. I love it. Help me choose my food. Very good. Very good. Now, I'm going to make an easy sentence for number 4, okay? After I go over this one. Allergies. People have food allergies. So, food allergy. Right? I informed the server about my nut allergy to ensure my meal would be prepared safely. Now, for the higher learners, you try. Good job. Now, here's an easy, simple sentence for the low beginners. I have food allergies. I'm going to say it again, and then you say it. I have food allergies. Pretty good. Good job. Now we're going to go on to dessert. This is a fairly easy word. It's a fun word. People love dessert. Remember that dessert goes last. Dessert goes last. So let's have 2 sentences. Dessert goes last. You eat it after the entree. This is a little Oreo cake. What is this? An Oreo cake. All right, I'm going to read number 3 for dessert. The dessert menu tempted us with a variety of decadent options, and we couldn't resist trying the chocolate lava cake. Now, for the high learners, you can try. The dessert menu tempted us with a variety of decadent options. You can stop right there. It's a lot. But here's a simple sentence. Dessert goes last. I hope this is helpful. Now we move on to reservation. The word is reservation. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in the chat. If you want me to talk about any specific food, feel free to let me know. Reservation. Feel free to tell me your favorite food down below. That would be nice. So we have here reservation. That's our vocabulary word. It's always a good idea to make a reservation. Comma. You can stop right there. That in itself is a complete sentence. It's always a good idea to make a reservation. I would say that's for mid-beginners. Now, especially on weekends when the restaurant tends to be busy. Here's a very simple sentence for my low beginners. Are we ready? Very simple sentence. I want a reservation. I want a reservation. You call, and you say to the waiter, I want a reservation. Now you try. Go ahead and say it. There you go. Very good job. Now, this is also a live call-in. Anybody can click on the link that's pinned. It should be pinned. You can join the live stream and we can practice one-to-one. But yeah, we'll be talking about food and restaurants. If you like what I'm doing here and you want extra English practice, here's a little pause. I have a private WhatsApp group. Okay? If you join my Patreon, I'll send you this English grammar guide and then an invitation to the WhatsApp group. And every day we have voice audio calls. I hope to see you there. Back to the podcast. Number 7, corkage. Corkage. The restaurant allowed us to bring our own wine for a small corkage fee. The restaurant allowed us to bring our own wine for a small corkage fee. Corkage. The corkage is the thing that we do with the wine. So here's a simple sentence for my low beginners. It's a little bit frozen. Please give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just fixing the screen. It's a little bit frozen. I just gotta close it real quick and then open it back up. Corkage. We are on the word corkage. Right here. Yes, we're back. Okay. So, you can say a corkage opens the bottle. I hope that's simple enough. The corkage or a corkage opens the bottle. We use it to open wine bottles. Corkage. Now you say it. Now, the next word is gratuity. gratuity. Gratuity is tips that you give to a restaurant. So you have to pay a percentage. You have to give the waiter tips as gratitude. Try this picture. I like this picture better. Gratuity. The waiter needs his money. I made sure to leave a generous gratuity for the excellent service we received. Here's a simple sentence. Yes. You join the Patreon, and then there's the invitation to the WhatsApp group within the Patreon. It's one of the pinned posts. When we join the WhatsApp group, when we join the Patreon, you should see the invitation to the WhatsApp group. I had it here and I was trying to find it. There it is. This is what I was looking for before. Aprende Inglés Ahora. Aprende Inglés con Mr. Peña. That's what it is. You can also scan this. It should work. When you join the Patreon using the link below for free, you'll get the downloadable resources such as the grammar guide, and you can join our WhatsApp group. We have voice calls every day. Now let's get back into the podcast. It says, I made sure to leave a generous gratuity for the excellent service. So, waiters need tips. That's it. Waiters need tips. That's going to be our simple sentence. Waiters need tips. Now for the large one, I made sure to leave a generous gratuity for the excellent service. You pay a tip when you have excellent service from the waiter. Now we have 15 sentences. We're on number 9. Refill. The attentive waiter noticed my empty glass and promptly offered a refill of my iced tea. A refill. You know, when you refill a drink at the bar. So when you want to drink something and you refill it, you fill it up again. So you tell the waiter, I want a refill. Very simple. Uh-oh. I want a refill. There you go. I want a refill. He takes the water and then puts more soda in it. Now you say it. And try to type it in the chat as well, if possible. Let's go on to split check. Split check. It says, It says, when dining with friends, we asked the server to split the check evenly among us. So let's just say you're on a date with a girl, with a lady, and the bill comes. Do you say, let's split the check? I don't know. So this is all you have to say. Let's split the check. Let's split the check. Now you say it. Awesome. Moving on to our next word, which is chef's recommendation. It says, curious about the chef's recommendation, I decided to try the daily special featuring seasonal ingredients. A chef's recommendation is the special food that is the favorite food. Think of it as the favorite food. Chef's recommendation. So just say, I want to order the chef's favorite. I want to order the chef's favorite. That's it. Recommendation is a big word. So if you, instead of saying recommendation, you can say favorite. Ah, nice to meet you. Sleep well. I hope to see you again, Mr. Hisley. Ogre no Yoru. Very nice name. Very nice gentleman. So, chef's recommendation. I want to order the chef's favorite. Now we have 4 more. We're going to go over the word medium rare. Medium rare. It's going to be the way that we cook food, the way that we cook steak or meat, not just steak, but meat. Well, medium well, medium rare. So, the chef asks you, how do you want your food cooked? And you say, I want my meat cooked. And then medium rare. This is as small as I can make it. I'm trying my best. I want my meat cooked medium rare. So you have well, medium rare, rare, and they forgot one, well done. Well done is when the meat is completely black and cooked and like it's a little nasty, but well done. Well done is like super black. Please don't eat that. You get nutrients from the others. So, English language. We are practicing the English language. Here are 15 more vocabulary words. Ooh, vegetarian. Let's go over the word vegetarian. As a vegetarian, I appreciate when restaurants offer a variety of plant-based options on the menu. Here's a simple sentence. I am a vegetarian. Vegetarians only eat vegetables. Vegetarian. Here's the sentence again. I am a vegetarian. We have two more. Gluten-free and a la carte. Gluten-free pasta was a lifesaver for my friend with celiac disease, allowing her to enjoy a delicious meal without worries. Gluten-free is one type of food. Gluten-free is food without gluten. I want gluten-free food. I want gluten-free food. Very good. And now we go to our last word. A la carte. I'm just going to say a la carte. Here's the word. Here's the full sentence. Some restaurants offer dishes a la carte, allowing you to customize your meal by choosing individual items. So, a la carte, a la carte, a la carte. Here is an a la carte menu. A la carte. A la carte means a special menu. Here's a very simple sentence. Let me see the a la carte menu. Let me see the a la carte menu. Okay. Now, to revisit the words one more time. That's appetizer, specials, entree, allergies, dessert, reservation, corkage, gratuity, refill, split check, chef's recommendation, medium rare, vegetarian, gluten-free, a la carte. Thank you for joining me on Aprende Inglés Ahora podcast. If you like what I'm doing and you want to become my virtual student, join my Patreon by clicking on the link down below. If you join the free version, you'll get exclusive content, downloadable resources, and an invitation to my private WhatsApp group called Practice Our English through conversation. I hope to see you in the community. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If I made any mistakes, if the sentences were too hard, or you want to talk about a specific topic. The call-in link is in the comments. You are free to call in and we will have a conversation about whatever you like. If you're just joining me, I want to say welcome to my channel. The first part of this live stream is mathematics. We do mathematics, middle school math, and then CASA's practice test mathematics. And then that's a transition to English as a second language. And so we've been learning English for the past about 45 minutes. So we're pretty much done with our English conversation practice. It's getting late here. I am on Eastern Standard Time. So you are still free to call in and we can talk in English and practice our language skills. The last portion of the night is now going to be devoted to our religion and philosophy portion. If you're not into religion, no offense, I don't get upset. We can talk about anything that has to do with religion as a way to practice our English, but we are getting into the last portion, as you can see on the screen: mathematics, learning English as a second language, and now religion. So we're about to get into it. We're going to read an article. So this is great to practice your English. Give me 1 minute to find the article, and then we're going to read it together. I'll see you in a bit. I'm right here, by the way. I'm just getting the article open. Don't worry. I'm getting the article now. We are switching into the religion and philosophy portion of our live stream. We're doing a thing called 9 days for life. 9 days for life. I will share the article down below on the Catholic channel if you're finding me on the Catholic channel. I don't want to put this onto the English version because that's not what we're doing. Respect life. We are currently on day 3. Respect life, day 3. The article is called 10 Ways to Support Her When She's Unexpectedly. 10 ways to support her when she's unexpectedly expecting. This is free to call in, and we want to discuss and we want to talk about this issue. It just happens to be a very controversial issue this week. So let's get into the article. Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Catholic Tutor. I'm your host. Right now, we're in a series called 9 Days for Life. We are on day 3. And on day 3, we are going to be reading this article called 10 Ways to Support Her when she's unexpectedly expecting. It says, I had been brought up to believe that life is always a gift, but it certainly didn't feel like one when I gazed in shock at a positive pregnancy test. As a mom who had my first baby in college, I know that an unexpected pregnancy can sometimes bring fear, shame, and doubt. However, I also know that an unexpected pregnancy can bring joy, excitement, awe, gratitude, and deeper love than I knew was possible. Not to mention the little bundle who inspires these sentiments. About 9 months after looking at that pregnancy test, I received the very best gift I have ever been given, my daughter, Maria. An unexpected pregnancy might be confusing along the way, but life, though at times difficult, is ultimately beautiful. Perhaps one of your friends has become pregnant unexpectedly. As someone who has been there, I encourage you to support your friend in her new journey of being a mother. Not sure how to help or what to say? Here are 10 tips. Be available. Number 1, be available. An unexpected pregnancy can send a woman into crisis mode. If your friend just found out she is pregnant, she may not be thinking clearly, and she may feel she has no control over anything at the moment. Be aware of how she is responding to you. Listen to her and let her know you love her and are there for her anytime she needs you. Don't pass judgment on her either interiorly or through words or body language. Number 2, respond positively. When a woman experiencing challenging circumstances confides she is pregnant, the reaction of the first person she tells tends to set the tone for her decision making. Avoid responding with shock or alarm, and be calm and understanding. Let her know you're there for her and that it's going to be okay. Pay close attention to her emotional state and act accordingly. Depending on where she is emotionally, it may or may not be helpful to congratulate her at that time. However, it is always important to affirm that every person's life, including her child's and her own, is precious and beautiful no matter the circumstances. So far, we're about to read number 3, be honest. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the chat, or if you want to give your opinion. Whether it disagrees with me or not, or agrees, give your opinion in the comments or in the chat below, and we can talk about it. The call-in link is open. You may click on the StreamYard link, call in, and we can practice and have a conversation in English if you're learning English, or have a conversation about pro-life or pro-choice, depending on which channel you're viewing me from. If you're viewing me from the Catholic channel, you should Ask a Catholic. Okay, number 3, be honest. The journey through an unexpected pregnancy is not easy. And it's okay if you don't know the perfect words to say. Just be honest. Let her know you are there for her and ask her how she is feeling and how you can support her. It's a good way to open the door to communicate, and she may be grateful for the opportunity. She may be grateful for the opportunity to talk freely with someone. She might become emotional at times, but be patient. Let's not forget hormones. The struggle is real. Number 4, offer specific help. Don't be afraid to ask her if she needs help with anything or to make specific offers to help. For example, you might offer to help with cleaning, finding a good doctor, or running to the store to pick up the one food that won't make her feel sick. But remember to read her cues and make sure you're not being overbearing. We want to give space and comfort her, okay? And please respect personal boundaries. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the live stream. So we have an Eric here. Nice to meet you. Okay, the next one. It says, where was it? Number 5, set up a support system. In addition to the standard baby registry, you can help her get other kinds of support by lining up much needed practical help. Think outside the box. Food equals love. So take advantage of websites that allow friends and family to sign up to make meals, send food deliveries, or simply donate money. Some websites can even help organize other assistance like rides to the doctor, babysitting other children she may have, or help around the house. You can also look into what programs and assistance may be sponsored by your local diocesan pastoral care or Respect Life offices. Just a quick note before I continue. If you found this stream through the math channel, go to the beginning of the live stream. That is where I did mathematics. 8th grade, mathematics, and algebra 1. That is for the math portion. It should say how to make your child learn. That was session 1. So please go to the beginning of the live stream. This last portion is for religion and philosophy. So just so we can avoid confusion. Before we go on to number 6, I'm going to take a short little mini break and I'll be right back. Okay. Back to the article. It says, number 6, tell her she is beautiful. She may be feeling physically, spiritually, and emotionally drained with this pregnancy. Take the time to reassure her of her beauty, both inside and out, especially when morning sickness might make her feel otherwise. Number 7, help her recharge and relax. First-time mothers may have difficulty crossing that threshold into their new life as a mother. Your friend may be fearful that her life is, quote, over, end quote. So help her see it's okay, good actually, to still focus on herself sometimes. Even though she is a mother, she will still continue to be a woman. So affirm that it's healthy and important to take care of herself, not only physically, but emotionally as well. Help her to do things she really enjoys. Take her out for a nice meal, a movie, a day of pampering. Number 8, reassure her it's okay and good to be happy. It can be hard to be happy about a pregnancy that many people see as unfortunate timing at best and totally irresponsible at worst. Even if your friend wants to be happy about her bundle of joy, she may not feel she deserves to show that happiness. Get excited about her pregnancy in front of her, and she may just feel comfortable enough to share her own excitement with you. Also, continue to show your interest and excitement throughout her pregnancy. Ask questions about her developing child. What is she learning at her doctor appointments? What names is she considering? Ask her what she thinks her baby looks like. Does she think they will have her eyes? Number 9, encourage her. Society tends to focus on ways that an unexpected pregnancy can be challenging. Help your friend to think of the benefits. Remind her of the fluttering kicks, somersaults, and maybe even dance moves her son or daughter will be rocking once they grow a little more. With moms groups and opportunities for play dates, there's a whole new social world to explore. And there are plenty of benefits to being a young mom, like having more energy to chase her kids around. Number 10, point out some real-life role models. Many amazing young mothers and birth mothers have experienced unexpected pregnancies and still followed their dreams. Other women have discovered that, even when unable to follow their lives as planned, something beautiful and good came out of the twists in the road, bringing opportunities, growth, and joy they hadn't imagined. Point your friend to some of the many websites, blogs, and social media accounts dedicated to supporting young mothers. And let's not forget Mary, whose yes to bearing Jesus affected the course of history. The Blessed Mother is a great person to pour her heart out to, and she is a powerhouse of intercessory prayer. An unexpected pregnancy can be a difficult and frightening time, and it's important that your friend knows you are thinking of her and supporting her. Although the tips mentioned can be helpful, don't forget the most important thing is to pray. Even if it's just a quick 2-second prayer, prayer is the most effective way we can help. Pray for her child, and for guidance in how you can give her the best possible support. Also, pay attention to how your friend feels most loved. One person might appreciate encouraging words, while another might feel more supported if you washed the dishes. Simple things, letting her know that you care and are always ready to listen, that you are available to help her, that you are praying for her, can give hope and courage when she might otherwise feel alone. Your support might be the only support she receives, even if we never know how. The smallest things we do can change someone's life. You can make a difference in her life. Will you? It says here that Heartbeat International provides a directory of pregnancy services, which is accessible in this link. I'm going to share all these links in the video of this video once it comes out. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to support the ministry, join my Patreon, clicking down on the link below. You'll get access to downloadable resources, exclusive content, and an invitation to my private WhatsApp group where we share the faith and grow in fellowship together. Talking about what strengthens us. Now, this is day 3 of the 9-day novena, 9 days for life. Intention. May every pregnant mother receive compassionate care and support as she nurtures the life in her womb. Prayers. Our Father, 3 Hail Marys, glory be. Reflection. When the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary, she opened her heart to receive his message that she would conceive the Son of God in her womb. As a young bride who had not yet lived with her husband, Mary knew that her pregnancy presented many challenges. Despite this knowledge, she faithfully responded, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done according to your word." Like the Blessed Mother, women who unexpectedly become pregnant often face significant challenges. Day 2 are called to place their trust in God and faithfully respond to his gift of new life. And we are called to walk with them in their time of need. As Jesus taught us, when we love and serve others, we are loving and serving him. May all expectant mothers be encouraged by Mary's example and receive support and grace in lovingly welcoming their children into the world. Amen. So we have acts of reparation for day 3. It says, pray for pregnant and parenting moms in need in your local community and ask the Lord how you can help them by using your unique gifts. You can sign up for monthly stories of how Catholics across the country are walking with moms in need at walkingwithmoms.com. Pray the Angelus today. You might also consider saying it every day for the next week. On Awakening, at noon or at 6 p.m. or all three times. Offer some other sacrifice, prayer, or act of penance that you feel called to do for today's penance. Amen. Remember, this is day 3 of that prayer, and now we're getting back to the original topic of the video. Live call-in, ask a Catholic. You may call in. We can discuss and talk whatever issue is going on. If you're on the Catholic channel, if you're on the English channel, you may call in to practice our English conversation skills. For those who are in math, too late. Your call-in time was in the beginning of this stream. But if you do have a math question, put it down in the comments, and I will be sure to respond and make a video. We're going to get on to now the homily for the day. I'm currently setting it up. We're going to be doing a homily based on the daily readings for January 18. The passages for today of the homily The passages are 1 Samuel 18:6 through 9 and 1 Samuel 19:1 through 7. So let me just go ahead and write it here. We're going to be going over scripture based on today's daily readings. Again, 1 Samuel 18, chapter 6 through 9. If you have those passages, feel free to get your Bible and you can open it up. Oh, and chapter 19, verses 1 through 7. I'm going to put this in the chat below. I'll put it right here. I'll just put it in each one. We're going to be going over the story. We're going to be seeing how it affects us. Actually, once I take this passage, I want to see if the audio works. If it will actually read it for me through the immersive reader. Let's try it out. Did that work? Can somebody tell me in the chat? I don't even know if that worked. I just want to be double sure. Write me Catholic homily on If you're new here, if you're just joining in, we're in the philosophy and religion portion of my live stream. This is the Catholic Tutor YouTube channel. If you want to support the ministry, if you like what I'm doing, you want to support the ministry, we are devoted to bringing the word of Christ to the digital age. We are embarking on the new evangelization, fulfilling our apostolic mandate. We are in full communion with the Pope of Rome. We're going to be doing a homily today on 1 Samuel 18, 6 through 9. Now let's take this and borrow it for the passage. This will just be titled. Oh, you were not supposed to copy that. The passage reads, when David, can anybody see that? Okay. No, this is supposed to be small enough for you to read and see it. So I'm going to have to shrink it. Rather, make this smaller. Okay, maybe good enough. Now, let's shrink the font. Okay, that's pretty good. By the way, remember, this is 1 Samuel 18:6. I'm almost ready for the homily. Like the homily is basically a little Catholic sermon. First Samuel 18:6 through 9. 1 Samuel 19, 1 through 7. And the title for today I need a good title. Okay, let's call it Friendship, Jealousy, and the Power of Advocacy. No. No. One more time. Yes. Friendship, jealousy, and the power of advocacy. Pretty good. Hello. Welcome to the Catholic Tutor Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Pena. We are devoted to bringing the Word of Christ to the digital age, fulfilling our apostolic mandate in seeking and promoting the new evangelization through social media and YouTube and the internet. Today is a homily based on friendship, jealousy, and the power of advocacy. It's based on the daily readings, 1 Samuel 18, 6 through 9, and 1 Samuel 19, 1 through 7. If you want to support the ministry and you like what I'm doing here, feel free to join my Patreon. The link is down below. You get exclusive content, downloadable resources, and a private invitation to my WhatsApp group where we fellowship and grow together in the love of Christ. I hope to see you there. Now, friendship, jealousy, and the power of advocacy. The Bible says, when David and Saul approached on David's return after slaying the Philistine, women came out from each of the cities of Israel to meet King Saul, singing and dancing, with tambourines, joyful songs, and sistrums. The women played and sang, quote, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s. Saul was very angry and resentful of the song, for he thought, they give David 10,000s, but only thousands to me. All that remains for him is the kingship. And from that day on, Saul was jealous of David. Saul discussed his intention of killing David with his son Jonathan and with all his servants. But Saul's son Jonathan, who was very fond of David, told him, quote, my father Saul is trying to kill you. Therefore, please be on your guard tomorrow morning. Get out of sight and remain in hiding. I, however, will go out and stand beside my father in the countryside where you are. And I will speak to him about you. If I learn anything, I will let you know. Jonathan then spoke well of David to his father, Saul, saying to him, let not your majesty sin against his servant David, for he has committed no offense against you, but has helped you very much by his deeds. When he took his life in his hands and slew the Philistine, and the Lord brought about a great victory for all Israel through him, you were glad to see it. Why then should you become guilty of shedding innocent blood by killing David without cause? Saul heeded Jonathan's plea and swore, quote, as the Lord lives, he shall not be killed. So Jonathan summoned David and repeated the whole conversation to him. Jonathan then brought David to Saul, and David served him as before. The word of the Lord. Holy Spirit, be our teacher and our guide. Enlighten us with your wisdom and help us to apply the lessons of this homily to our daily lives. Give us the strength and courage to live out your faith more authentically and to bear witness to your love in the world. We pray this in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Today's scripture is from the first book of Samuel, and it reveals a profound and complex relationship between two prominent figures in the history of Israel, King Saul and the young shepherd David. This is a tale of triumph, jealousy, and the redemptive power of friendship. As we reflect on the events described in this passage, we witness the aftermath of David's victory over the Philistine giant, Goliath. The women of Israel, in their exuberant celebration, sing praises to both Saul and David. However, the words they choose unintentionally ignite the flames of jealousy within Saul's heart. The comparison between the thousands and 10,000s becomes a source of resentment for Paul. And from that moment, jealousy takes root in his soul. Saul's jealousy doesn't remain hidden. He openly discusses his intention to kill David with his son Jonathan and his servants. But here we see the beauty of true friendship and loyalty. Jonathan, recognizing the goodness in David and the harmlessness of his intentions, takes a stand against his own father. He warns David of the danger and promises to intervene on his behalf. Jonathan, in a courageous act of advocacy, pleads with Saul not to sin against David. He reminds Saul of David's loyalty and the great victory the Lord brought through him for all Israel. Jonathan appeals to the conscience of his father, urging him not to shed innocent blood without cause. Through Jonathan's intervention, Saul is moved and he swears that David shall not be killed. In this narrative, we find profound lessons for our own lives. Jealousy can poison our hearts and lead us down destructive paths. True friendship, however, marked by loyalty, selflessness, and a commitment to righteousness, has the power to overcome even the darkest intentions. Jonathan's willingness to stand against his own father for the sake of justice and righteousness is a testament to the transformative power of love. As we navigate our own relationships, let us be vigilant against the seeds of jealousy and resentment. Let us emulate Jonathan's courage in speaking out against injustice, and advocating for the well-being of others. May we seek true and selfless friendships that reflect the love of Christ, who laid down his life for his friends. Amen. Thank you for joining me. I hope this homily has been a blessing to you and your spiritual life. If you want to support the ministry and continue down the path of Catholic discipleship, join my Patreon community. There you'll receive exclusive content, downloadable resources, and an invitation to my private WhatsApp group. I hope to see you in the community. God bless you, and may the Lord strengthen you to fulfill his calling in your life. Amen. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're taking a short break, a short hiatus. If you're from the English channel, Aprende Inglés Ahora, please let me know in the comments. If you're tuning in from the mathematics channel, How to Make Your Child Learn, please write that channel in the comments. Or if you're here from the Roman Catholic Tutor channel, the Roman Catholic, How to Ask a Catholic, please let me know there. I would like to get a gauge of who my audience is. As you can see, the first portion of this live stream was mathematics. So if you rewind back, you'll get practice on your math. The second portion, the second half was the English practice, English conversation practice. We did the podcast and we went through the material, the CASA's practice test. So if you're here for English practice, the link is available. You can call in at any time to practice your English. And the last portion is the philosophy and religion. We just finished that. We went over in the 9 days for life, how to support your friend who found out she's pregnant. So it's nice to meet you all. We're ending soon if nobody calls in, or if nobody has any questions down in the chat below. Hope to see you guys soon.